My dear students, welcome to SRIC's English tutorial. Today I'll be explaining you Julius Caesar Act 3, Scene 3. So let's begin our lesson for today. This is a very short scene but tragic. It's a very sad event that takes place. This is a character which is a newly introduced, and this in this scene only this character appears. His name is Cinna. Now, Cinna is not the conspirator Cinna, but here the mob, the citizens misunderstands him as Cinna the conspirators. They are so driven with madness. They have become so, this is the outrage, the anger. They are so angry, their wrath, their agitation. They are so agitated that they forget to judge. They just hear the name Cinna and they get angry. They just burst out of anger. So, and they kill this innocent person called Cinna. So, this is really a tragic scene, very short scene but tragic. Enter Cinna the poet, and after him the citizen Cinna. I dream tonight. I dream tonight that I did feast with Caesar. I did feast with Caesar, that I was eating. I was eating with Caesar, and things unluckily charge my fantasy. And things unluckily means a bad woman, a bad omen, a bad sign. That means something happened unluckily. Charge my mind, field my mind. I have no will to wander forth of doors. Today I had no desire to come out of the house. Yet something leads me forth, but something has brought me out of the house. So I had a dream. Then suddenly there was some bad feelings. There was some feeling of fear inside my mind, and then I decided not to go out. But then something happened. I changed my decision. I have come out of my house. Now, first citizen seeing Cinna on the road. What is your name? Second citizen. Whither are you going? Where are you going? Third citizen. Where do you dwell? Where do you dwell? Where do you live? Fourth citizen. Are you a married man or a bachelor? Second citizen. Answer every man directly. Directly, immediately. First citizen. Yes, and briefly. Fourth citizen, and wisely and truly. You were best. You were best. Your answer should be honest. Like a good man, like a best man, honestly answer our question. Cinna, what is my name? Whither am I going? Where do I dwell? And am I a married man or a bachelor? Then to answer every man directly and briefly, wisely, truly, wisely, I say I am a bachelor. So here a bit of comedy, touch of comedy is there, but this comedy, this scene might appear as comedy. So here see the dialogue of Cinna. It really is comic, but then it's a black comedy. Okay, because it ends in killing of Cinna. That's a tragedy. So this scene can be commented or can be rated as black comedy. So he says, okay, then the last question I answered that I am a bachelor. Second citizen, that as much as to say they are fools that marry. So second citizen is saying that okay, the only fools they marry. You will bear me a bang for that, I fear. You will bear me a bang. Bang means blow. I fear. Go on directly. So he's saying that don't try to play with the words. Say it directly, otherwise you will get a blow on your face. Cinna. Directly, I am going to Caesar's funeral. He says, okay, where I am going, I am directly. He again, plays with the word directly. So he says, proceed directly. That means say everything, all your questions directly. He again plays with that word directly, and he says, okay, directly I am going to Caesar's funeral. First citizen, as a friend or an enemy? So are you a friend of Caesar that is going to attend Caesar's funeral, or Caesar's enemy? That matter is answered directly. That matter is answered directly. Fourth citizen, for your dwelling, briefly say where you dwell. Briefly, I dwell by the Capitol. By the Capitol, near the Capitol. And then third citizen says, your name, sir, truly. Cinna now begins the tragedy. He says, "Truly, my name is Cinna." Now, first citizen, now they are, they will get agitated, they will get more angry. He says, "Tear him into pieces, he is a conspirator," only because his name matches with the Cinna, the conspirator. This is Cinna, the poet, an innocent man. He then tries to correct them. He tries to show them the real thing. He says that I'm Cinna the poet, I'm Cinna the poet. He shouts. But the mob is such a big crowd. The big crowd and his single voice. Single voice, he won't be able to explain everything to people. Fourth citizen, tear him for his bad verses. He says, okay, we have to punish him because his name is Sinha. Now, if Sinha, this is not a conspirator, he is a poet, punish him for the bad verse, bad poem. Tear him for his bad verses, bad poem. Sinha, I am not Sinha the conspirator. Now, fourth citizen says, it does not matter, it's no matter. His name is Sinha. Pluck but his name out of his heart. Pluck his name, that means take out his name from his heart. That means tear his body. Tear his body and take out his heart. That means cruelly murdering him and turn him going and then leave him. The third citizen, tear him, tear him, tear him into pieces. Come brands means taking the firebrands, ho firebrands to Brutus, to Cassius, to Brutus, to Cassius, to Brutus's house, to Cassius's house. As you know, we have come to know from the other scene that Brutus and Cassius have been chased away out of the gate of Rome. So they are not here. So out of anger, they are going to burn down the houses of Brutus and Cassius. Burn all, some to Decius. Now, not only the house of Brutus and Cassius will be burned, they will burn down the house of Decius. They will some to Casca. They will burn down the house of Casca. Some to Ligarius. Some will burn, set fire to Ligarius's home. Away go. So they are not only targeting Brutus and Cassius, but they are targeting each and every conspirator. And right now, they will. What their first step is, because if they cannot find them, so they will burn down their houses. And all the citizens exit carrying off Cinna. So the murder is not shown on the stage, is carried off, means it is done, that it is understood that he will be killed. That is why it's called, this scene is called black comedy, because there is comedy but it ends in tragedy. And it's really a very sad scene, very tragic scene, that innocent person is killed because the name is same. He is poet and that is conspirator. So here ends this scene, comes to an end. If you have liked my explanation, please like, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Meet you in the next video. Thank you.